this is Carson with Chex Vans. Super excited for today's tour video. Today we're gonna be checking out this van that we just completed right behind me. It's in partnership with Amazon Disaster Relief. So we built them a really cool off-road rugged command center. So let's go ahead and check out the inside of the van and then we'll give you a rundown on the outside. So essentially this build, it's on a Mercedes Sprinter 144 chassis. This is actually a 4x4. So our client's use case for this build is essentially they're going off-grid for a couple weeks at a time in disaster areas. So, you know, wildfires, flooding situations, and essentially they're working with local law enforcement, fire, EMS, just helping set up communications and also running some missions. Our use case here in this van was, you know, sleep a couple people, have that off-grid capability. So we have a really large power system. We have an indoor shower. And we have a Dinette system also for the bedroom area. So these guys can actually work in the field. We tried to make this as rugged of a build as possible, but also having those features to where the guys that are in here, they're gonna be comfortable and they're gonna have some creature comforts. So let's go inside and we'll show the interior. All right, so here we have our fixed shower. This is a non-negotiable for the client. You know, like I said, they're gonna be in the field for a few weeks at a time, so really gives them the ability to take some showers and also use the bathroom. So we have a fixed shower on board. You'll notice inside we have a Laveo dry flush toilet with some teak flooring. Shower turned out really nice, and the theme of this build is in conjunction with Amazon. So we've got Amazon blue and orange L-track all throughout this build, just keeping up with their colors. You'll notice in the shower we have some L-track mounted because again, these guys are gonna be, you know, packing a lot of gear into this thing and they wanted some extra storage space. So you have the ability here to utilize this L-track for when you're in transit. You can throw some bags in here. All right, so that's it for the shower. Now let's go into the back. All right, so here we are now in the hallway in the kitchen galley. You'll notice we have a flush mount sink here. So all you have to do in order to use the sink, pull this out, faucet sticks right up. To the right of that, we have an Akuva water filter system. So not only is it filtered, it also has a blue light filter as well. So just a great option there for filling up water bottles on the go. Really love this sink too, that it flips out of the way. Just gives you that extra counter space when you're not using it. All right, below our sink right here, we have a cabinet, just giving you some extra storage space. To the right of our storage cabinet there, we have a slide out drawer. Can fit, you know, cooking utensils in here, pots, pans, etc. Below that, we have a really good size isotherm fridge and freezer combo. So again, you know, these guys, they'll have some ability to keep food in here for weeks at a time. Behind me right here, we have a microwave. Here we have on top of our kitchen galley our control panel. Our overhead lights here in the ceiling are actually controlled by this remote. Pretty cool too, feature that you can actually change what color they are. Below that, we have our Servo GX. This is essentially our command center station. It's given us all of our power information, solar information. It also gives us the water level of our gray tanks and also our freshwater tank fill level. Great system, really love working with that. To the right of that, you'll notice that's our hot water heater. We love putting those on switches so that you don't just drain your batteries and leave your hot water heater on. So if you want to take a hot shower, you know, you can select 30 minutes, an hour, and just it automatically turns that off so you're not draining a bunch of power unnecessarily. Under here, we have our S-bar heater. So in those colder climates, we have the ability to actually heat up this fan. It runs right off the diesel tank, so really awesome feature there. To the left of that, we have our water pump. We put these on a switch so you don't have that water pump running all the time. And then on the left side of the control panel here, you'll see we have 3 buttons. They're all color coded. The first one at the top is red. That's actually our heating pad on our freshwater tank. So again, in those colder climates, you don't want your freshwater to freeze, so we put that on a heating pad. Below that, we have 2 ball valve switches. They're both on blue illuminated switches. So when you turn them on, you know that your ball valves are open. You turn them off, those ball valves close. Nice compact little space for a control center. It doesn't take up too much room. So let's move back into the dinette. Here we are now in the dinette area. We built up a platform, so we actually have some storage under here, but you'll notice the goal here was to be able to sit at least 4 people on laptops and also have a monitor set up so when they're going over their missions, they can comfortably sit here, plan out their routes, etc. Dinette's pretty cool. It's got these basically like sofa style cushions. So, you can comfortably sit here, work on a laptop. On that side right there, you'll notice we have a soft overhead cabinet. These overhead cabinets are great for storage when you need them. And with just 4 knobs, you can quickly unscrew them from this L track. You can remove that so that 2 people could comfortably sit over there. We also have the ability to put overhead cabinets right where I'm sitting here. So if we need extra storage, you have the ability there. So it just gives you a little bit of versatility with your storage solutions. Above me right here, you'll notice we have a pneumatic. This is a 24-volt AC unit, so super efficient. On those hotter days, hotter climates, they can be sitting in here with the doors closed and get some really nice AC. And so the really awesome thing about this dinette is it goes down into a bed. So essentially all you have to do here is you just pop these tabletops off, remove the pedestals, and then these cushions come together and create a pretty good sized bed. You could definitely fit at least 2 people in here. So and just like that, in a minute or so, you can have this turned into a bed. And we have the flares on both sides. This is an extended depth. So, I'm 6'3". I can fit very comfortably in here. Another person could easily sleep to the right of me. Mattress is actually relatively comfortable. Usually we do custom mattresses, but this is the one that came with the dinette system so that you could have those sofa cushions. And it's about 3.5 inches thick, so pretty comfortable to lay on. Again, these guys are a little bit more rugged, more bare bones, so they're not really looking for too much comfort. They just really need a place to sleep. So great solution. It gives them everything that they want. Now that we showed the dinette system and bed system off, let's jump into the boxes. We're going to show you the power system and the water that's below me. This is our water system. It's under the driver side dinette box. Really tight. We had to fit a lot of things in here. However, I think it turned out great, and we actually were able to still save a little bit of storage space here. So we have our isotherm water heater. Our line coming from our freshwater tank comes right up here into our water pump, and then the system starts to split here to our cold and to our hot water. Cold water comes down. You'll see that we always love to split our systems. So our outdoor shower has cutoffs for it. So for winterization, you can quickly cut off different zones. Over here are all of our runs going to the shower and then also to the sink. So all of those runs as well have their own shut off, hot and cold. Here you'll notice we have some storage boxes. One is for a radio system that they're going to be using on board. So we have that here, and then we have some outlets in these boxes just to allow them to, charge devices, charge anything they need to. That's it for our water box. Now let's hop on over to our power system. Here we are on the passenger side of the van, the dinette seat box here. This is what houses our 24-volt system. We have 2 LiTime 460 amp hour batteries, giving us a total here of 920 amp hours. So lots of power going into this van. These are all of our components. Our batteries are positioned underneath, and so is our inverter. On this, we're running a Victron 4000 inverter, so giving us a lot of power there. They're going to be running a lot of communication systems in here, a lot of devices at one time, a lot of AC power. So really love the way that this design turned out. Got all of our cables running down. Underneath this box, you can actually pick up these panels if you need to access anything down the road, add in extra components, maybe change something, replace batteries, etc. So beautiful way that these boxes turned out. Super proud of the team and what we were able to accomplish. Back of the van now, 2 doors open. The awesome thing about this monitor mount is you have the ability here, if you've got a group of people out at the back, you can display things here on the monitor. You notice we have an outdoor shower, the ability to wash down equipment, wash yourself off real quick. Right in here too, you've got your manifolds, so you're actually able to cut off these water systems for winterization purposes. Here, like I said, we had to raise that dinette system to help the bed line up with the flares, so we actually have some storage space right here that goes all the way to the front. And then right here, we installed a little light, so at nighttime you can actually see what's in there. Moving on to the back doors. First time using this system from Van Essential, I really love the way that these work. Not only do they cover up these little cavities here in the van, they're a little ugly. We usually actually cut out panels, but these just give you some extra storage options. So really love this system, and we're definitely going to continue to use these in the future. That's it for the interior of this build. Now let's run through the exterior. Here we are on the back of the van. We have a nice little Owl Van step right here. Just ease of entry and exit out of the back when you have those doors open. We also have their spare tire carrier here. To the right, we have a monster box. These are great storage solution. Gives you a little bit of extra room here to store things, store gear, equipment. Also a little work surface area right here if you need to do anything outside of the van. On this van, we have 2 ladders. We have one side ladder here and then one on the rear. So you have a couple options how to get up to the roof. Let's hop up to the roof, show you what we have up there. So here we have our pneumatic AC unit, 24 volt up on the roof. We have our Fiamma F45S awning right here. And then you'll notice I am standing on the Orion roof rack, also walkable solar panels. So we have a total of 400 watts of solar up here on the roof. We just had it in a very sunny day too, and we were getting a total of 320 watts coming into our solar charge controller. So definitely a lot of solar on this roof. We fit as much as we could. Up here you'll notice the back of our LP9 lights, Baja Designs lights, all on the exterior of this thing. Our roof rack actually has 4 different lighting zones, 2 in the rear for reversing, 2 on each side of the van. These are S2 Pro lights, so giving you that scene lighting when you're in a darker environment. And then up here you'll notice we have a mount for a Starlink. It's not currently installed because it is getting shipped to us. But a Starlink will be right there, giving them that internet connectivity wherever they might be in the world. Let's hop to the front of the van now and show you our light systems. So coming down off the van now, the ladder's a tubular style, so we opted for the Flatline Van Company side steps here. They just kind of fit well. They're also a tubular design, so the two match up pretty good. Moving up here to the front end, the suspension on this, Van Compass Stage 4, so we have the adjustable shocks all the way around, giving this thing, you know, the adjustability for when they're off-road. They can loosen those shocks up, and when they need a little bit higher performance, they can stiffen them up. Opted for agile off-road wheels, and then the tires are Toyo Open Country All-Terrains. Again, just giving them the ability to get out and off the beaten path a little bit easier. Moving up to the front here, like I said, on this van, we've got a lot of Baja Designs lights. We have the LP9s up there on the roof, 3 clear, and then 2 amber on the outside. We also have our amber fog lights right here, just replacing those factory fog lights, just giving this thing a little bit more lighting. Over here we have the Triple R grill fog lights. These things are awesome, super bright option. So when you're off-road, you know, you can turn those on and just literally light up the world. Here we have our Owlvance Pismo bumper. Absolutely love these bumpers. They look really cool, giving you that ability for some tow points in case you get stuck. We also have our Warn 12,000 pound winch right there. So if you do get stuck or you need to tow somebody out of a situation, you have that ability to do so. So that's basically it for the exterior of this van. So we really appreciate you guys watching this video. As always, super happy how this product turned out. We were able to complete this project in no time at all. I'm very proud of our team, and I think the product speaks for itself. As always, like, comment, subscribe. It really helps us out, puts some eyes on us, and just boosts us up a little bit. So as always, we appreciate y'all watching. Have a good one, and we'll catch you next time.